I tell you, I'm rolling tape now. I am rolling tape on this QSO, and I'd have enough copy. You're just about 3 dB above my noise level, Roger. I just had a lightning strike there. Try it again. You're about a dB and a half above my noise level. I'm looking at the output of my audio from the receiver on a VU meter, and you're about a dB and a half above my noise level. Just barely there, Roger.
So I haven't shown you too much noise.
Try to repeat again. Yeah, it's probably not good enough for actually to post. You know, it is a very, very marginal signal, but I think it's just great that we can actually make contact, Roger.
We're here all the time.
Roger, Roger. Well, maybe sometime conditions might be a little bit better than right now, you know. Wouldn't take much, just a little, you know, just a little bit better signal, Roger. I'll check that out. I will check that out. Probably be tomorrow, though, but I'll definitely look into it. Roger, Roger?
Hey, Jim, before you go.
Yeah, is that Arizona? Go ahead.
Yeah, KR7RR. I just looked up your YouTube channel. Mackerel, 700 shows?
Roger, different segments. We've got almost everything. A bunch of full-length music concerts that we did for different stations, and then a lot of comedy stuff and a lot of documentaries and stuff.
I've listened to a few of these. Thank you very much.
Roger, Roger. Yeah, the latest thing, though, is the QS0-VLOG page. We started that about a year and a half ago, and we have about 180 QSOs right now, and so that's the latest thing. But instead of, you know, going through the radio story, you could go right to the QS0-VLOGs by the call sign, Roger. Well, threes to everybody. Man, it was good talking to California for sure, and good talking to Arizona. We'll definitely make a note of this frequency and check back in from time to time. Roger, Roger. What was the call sign in Arizona? Kilo Romeo 7 Romeo Romeo?
Correct.
And what was the name?
The name's John.
Roger, Roger, John. Now, I've got a pretty good signal on you. We can make a QSO for sure on you, Roger.
Oh, yeah, you're coming in real well here. You're Q5 and over F9. It's great. You're doing very well.
Roger, what kind of power are you running right now?
I'm running just under 1,000 watts into an inverted V at about 50 feet off the ground.
Roger, Roger. And I've got 3 inverted Vs for 40, 20, and 15. And then for my 80, I used to have a sloper. Well, you know, it's a dipole, but it went from 85 foot in the top of a tree down to about 18 foot on the low side on the telephone pole, and through a certain accident, operator error, I lost my my high connection. I was doing some trimming and I was using tie wraps, and I wasn't really securing the tie wraps. I was just kind of sliding them around, and unfortunately, as luck would have it, the antenna came apart from the rope, and so now I've got a makeshift deal on this antenna. It's still a dipole, but now it runs pretty much horizontal, about 25 feet off the ground, mainly going north and south, so radiating east and west. Roger.
Cool. Well, you're doing really well. That's quite amazing that you're getting all the way into California with such a low dipole.
Roger, Roger. And the thing about it was, I never could get that antenna, that 80 meter, tuned. It just would not tune right. But now, since it's running parallel to the Earth, it responds just like it should. I have a real good null at about 3930. I'd rather have it be straight up 39, but I'll take 3930, Roger.
Well, I figure in my experience, if you get anywhere near the band, that's good.
Roger, Roger. I have a kind of unusual way of tuning inverted V's anyway. I don't know if it works for anybody else, but I do my SWR adjustments on the ground side and my moving it back onto frequency on the high side. And I keep going back and forth, and those three inverted V's are running 1.01 to 1.
Wow, that's cool.
So yeah, and so now I may just keep this one the way it is on the horizontal side, as opposed to making it 85 foot up in the tree, because they just will not tune like a normal dipole when you have that top end so far above ground versus the ground side so much lower. It works best when they're parallel.
Roger. Yeah, I've never had anything that high, so I wouldn't have a clue.
Roger. Now it did get out. I was like kind of from let's see, Miami to up into Canada and New York to New Mexico. So but this antenna here, we just were like I say, was banging out to California there a little bit.
You betcha. Doing really good. Excuse me, Jim. I need to walk down the hall. KR7RR.
Roger, Roger, John. 3's away, sir, and maybe I'll be able to post this in the next couple of days if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor. That'll take you right to the QS0-VLOG page, and right at the top is the one that has 180, and if you click on that, this one should be right up towards the top, just under Art Bell. Roger.
Okay, that sounds good. Well, have a good evening there, Jim. Good to meet you.
Roger, Roger, John. 3's away, sir. Have a good night, and catch you later. This is Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor.
Big special station.
Yeah, California, you guys still in there?
Yeah, they're still in there.
Roger, Roger. Getting just a little bit of a heterodyne from somewhere, and yeah, I don't know where it is, but like somebody was running a AM or something. I got a heterodyne in there. I got about a 1 KC tone. Either somebody's tuning up or it's AM or something.
It's somebody tuning up.
Who's the other station?
That was station Kilo Bravo 5, Mike X-Ray Oscar. The first name's Kevin. Oscar. I'm over in Converse, Texas, like a tennis shoe, right outside of San Antonio.
Okay, Converse, Texas, like the tennis shoe.
That's correct.
You don't have to do where they actually make the tennis shoes, right?
I haven't any clue where they make those tennis shoes, but I've been asked that a few times before. Never owned a pair, don't want a pair.
Me either. I use Reebok.
You must make a lot of money.
What do you wear?
I wear whatever I can afford. I think right now I'm running New Balance.
Well, I like a particular type of Reebok. And I went about 10 years ago and bought all of the inventory they had left. These are out, they don't make them anymore. And I bought them, I had them for $25 a pair. And I bought them and used them, stored them up and used them, and now I'm down to I only have one new pair left. I don't know what I'm going to do after this.
I've been there before, and I know what you're talking about. I bought 3 pairs because I needed the 4X wides, and I found the ones, they were New Balance, they worked beautifully, and then when I got through with the last pair after 10 years, I had 3 pair for 10 years, and then finally wore them out. I went back up there, and I thought, well, I couldn't get so lucky. Well, I wasn't. They quit manufacturing that one.
Yeah, I know. But the Reeboks is, you can't get them, you know, if you put them in the washing machine, they get stuck sideways and they break, you know, on the sides, and so they're not, you gotta wash them a different way. I'm gonna have to take this last pair, be real careful with them. But they're flat. I like them. They were the first Reebok shoe ever put out. They were flat, and you know, I can't take these round-bottom shoes. Well, shoe shop is more expensive shit too. Well, I have to glue those shoes on them. The Foot Locker. They sell online. Well, if you don't like them, you can send them back and I'll give you a money back. Yeah. They check this in, or this is somebody with G6K. You can put them for better in Canada. What's the signal like out there in Texas?
No, y'all are right about a 10. Most of y'all are. I was sitting here listening to both y'all talk earlier, especially the station in Kentucky. And he's about the same over here, but it's not always you can hear both sides of the conversation, but no one doing a good job. But it's interesting that I think he's been recording stuff and playing the music, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I'm into recording and music. Plus, I have a degree in business and I have an engineering background.
Well, that's great. That's fantastic. Do you just like one genre of music, or do you like other genres other than bluegrass?
Well, as far as playing, liking is a different story. I mean, I like blues-based rock and roll like Hendrix, and I like Benny Goodman. I like Indian Funhouse, and going forward, the Benny Goodman and Lord Adelaide, a blues-based
KC9VKV, Texas station.
What's that? Is somebody else calling you?
Yeah, the other station in Kentucky is calling.
Texas station, what's your call sign, please?
Who wants to know your call sign?
The call is Kilo Bravo 5, Mike X-Ray Oscar. And the name is Kevin. That's Kilo Echo, Victor India, November.
Kevin, and give me the call one more time slowly, please.
Okay, it's Kilo Bravo 5, Mike X-Ray Oscar.
Kilo Bravo 5, Mike X-Ray Oscar.
That's correct.
And Kevin, Roger, Roger.
You got it.
Well, we've been rolling tape, so we've got this documented, and we will post it here in the next couple of days. So it'll be available on YouTube with a call as search of Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor.
Okay. And your name was Jim, right?
That's a Roger. Roger, Roger. And the call is Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor.
Okay, Jim. Well, I've heard many recordings people have sent me over the years, and anxious to hear yours.
Roger, Roger. Well, you know, a lot of the stuff on YouTube, they use the camera microphone in the room, and the QSO sounds more like the room than the guy's actual signal. So we do take direct, you know, no mics except mine, and direct out of the radio, and try to keep the RF front end out of AGC compression to really get the best signal. But right now, you know, these tonight is kind of a marginal situation, so these tracks are you know, a little noisy, but you know, we're kind of swimming upriver, Roger.
Swimming up river. Well, here's just a general playback of what y'all were doing earlier. And you don't have to wait for me to load this on the internet. Here's a playback.
Okay. Well, good talking to you. You go check out my QRZ page.
I'll check that out. I will check that out. Probably be tomorrow, though, but I'll definitely look into it.
You bet.
Hey, Jim, before you go.
Oh, yes. Is that Arizona? Go ahead.
Yeah, that's hot arm. I just looked up your YouTube channel. Holy mackerel, 700 shows?
Yeah, your different segments.
That's the end of the playback.
Well, that's good, because I heard it the first time around.
Good job, thank you.
Hey, Kevin.
Yeah.
Are you a musician?
No, I'm not.
Are you in the recording business?
No, I'm not.
There you go.
Well, there you go, huh?
What do you do?
That's a loaded question. Right now, I'm unemployed. I've got a wounded leg and a wounded arm from an accident that happened 2 years ago, and I'm trying to get myself back together. But my profession before all that was I drove a truck for a living.
Okay. There you go. I hitchhiked from California to Indiana for my first bluegrass festival that I went to in 1973. Truck drivers would give me a ride both ways. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I also got picked up by going west by a woman in a race car, a German race car driver, and she had I think it was a Challenger. It was the same car as from the movie Bullet, the bad guy car. And she did. We were doing 155 miles an hour all the way across Highway 80.
That's smoking.
That's something. You just had to stop at gas stations a lot.
Wonder why she was in such a hurry.
Oh, I actually just like to drive fast.
I don't know. Tickets. What year was that? I'm thinking about the rubber on the ground. What year was that?
1973.
Holy cow, man. Steel belt radials were just starting to come out, right?
I was a hitchhiker.
Yeah, back then I think it was polyglass. Man, those things were dangerous as hell.
The rides at my festival, the festival I was going to fell through, so I just had to hitchhike all the way and back. But that was something I never was that fast before on the ground.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that's always been something that's been a lot of fun with him. Different people you meet, different class of people you meet, people in so many different career fields, and I've met and talked to so many musicians, and they're always fascinating to talk to, especially when I go and I mention the next subject, which is when I listen to music nowadays. Well, I'm 52, and when I listen to music, I have all the memories of those occasions back then. And they just, just warm you right up, and they make you feel good, and you can remember everything, smells and all. And when I mention this to musicians, how does it affect you when you play those songs? Does it do the same thing? And usually the reply is, more so.
Well, me, it's different if I'm seeing somebody, like a band that I go see the Stones or something, but if I'm performing, it's more like it's more like a competitive event, where the band is all together, they're sort of working together, but they're competing too, and trying to, and supporting each other. It's like, it's like the Blue Angels flying together.
Okay, so there's no feeling in it.
I might, there's feeling in it. Oh no, there's feeling in it. I just don't associate it with like a great time, other than maybe women I met, or people that came in when O.J. Simpson came in and watched us play for an evening. That was something. And Superman, when he came in, that was something. Superman was, the guy who hurt his back, before he hurt his back. Yeah, and, hang on, Breaker. Anyway, so those kind of events, certain people, it was more about the people, the music was always exciting, and playing at different venues. I can barely remember all the different venues, but touring in Europe, I remember how terrible the food was in Britain, and, but how great the food was in Italy and France, Sweden. The people, I don't remember the people more. I mean, I always had a great time playing.
I see. For me, when I listen to these tunes, even the tunes I really didn't like, now I get them and keep them because they bring back those memories from those times. And most of them are fantastic memories. I love them. Whether it was with somebody special, or if it was just me and my family, or me and friends, or whatever, there's so many good memories that come back from these songs. But most of the musicians I talk to, when I bring this up, they usually tell me that it's even stronger, the emotional stuff, when I'm playing these tunes. And of course, these people that are playing them, they're not the original writers or the original singers of them. But to hear them say that, it brings, almost brings tears to your eyes because of so many emotions that come to mind. KB5, MXO.
Oh yeah. Who is the breaker? About S8, 7. Oh, sure, I used to live there. You're probably running 100 watts. 1.5? Oh, well, no wonder. That can't. You could be louder, They're getting louder now. I'm running a Pro 3 into an L4V into an antenna that's 85 feet off the ground, that's 268 feet long. Off center fed dipole in the Santa Cruz Mountains. Oh, that sounds good. Yes. Be stronger, if you had more juice. What are you doing, Tom? Which one? Oh, what's with that company? And you keep changing names. I remember when they put that company in up there. That's up near the barn, right? I used to play at Bill Ewer's house, his ranch here, play bluegrass at his ranch, and he's grumpy, but I like those guys. That's before that game was over, that woman, Carly Fiorini, and destroyed the company. traffic too. Destroys the country. Whiskey Alpha 6, digital television or Delta Tango Victor, DTV. Yeah, we're always on here. WA6DTV and Stanley's in there too.
Yeah, DTV, what's the name out there?
Jim, Julian India Mike.
Oh, really? Well, join the club. Same here.
Yeah, two Jims don't make it right. That's a stupid joke.
I'm still rolling audio, and that last little bit, you were 5 dB over noise level, so you had a good signal.
I'm using a KM184, a Neumann KM184 for a vacuum tube mic preamp into a Pro 3 into an L4B and up to the antenna. You'll see all that on my QRZ page.
Roger, I'm running a condenser, homebrew condenser with an ART preamp into a third octave equalizer into a Yaesu 990 and then into the SP220.
You have a homebrew microphone?
Yeah, it's a condenser homebrew.
Did you buy it in parts from there's a guy in Sebastopol that sells diaphragms and microphone kits and stuff.
I scavenged up a metal, old dynamic metal microphone and put the Electret condenser mic element in that. You gotta have metal on microphones and preamps to try to shield it from RF.
Most definitely.
Mine's not electric microphone. Mine's actually uses 48 volts.
Roger. Yeah, this ART preamp furnishes 48. Of course, the Electret doesn't need that voltage, that much voltage, but it works beautiful with it.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, check out that ART preamp. It's MP Studio. It uses a 12AX7 in addition to all the other stuff for a more warmer sound. Roger.
Yeah, no, I know all about that. I know about that. I designed pro audio gear, which is for studios and stuff. So then I have my own studio. I mean, a real studio. I used to have it with one of the Doobie Brothers. And this is, I understand. I've known people that use the ART stuff. The ART, that tube is not really, you don't have a full. The entire audio track is not in vacuum tube. It's only the final stage that goes out to the line driver, and the cathode followers where you find that tube being used. You might want to try an actual old-fashioned tube-like preamplifier that uses tubes all through the audio path.
Roger that. Yeah, it does do the warming number though, since the audio does pass through the 12AX7. But it does have quite a bit of digital componentry in it. I've got a couple of defunct ART preamps that I'm thinking about just bypassing all the digital stuff and just using the 12AX7 by itself.
Yeah, I have here what I'm using here in the ham shack is a tube essence. It's similar to what you have. It uses a AT7, 12HT7. But it's it's a low end. These things don't cost very much. I think I paid maybe $66 for this used, and I think the ART is probably under $200. When I'm talking about quality and stuff, you should be talking about $3,000 to $4,000.
Yeah, no, the MP Studio, the ART MP Studio is like $48. Nobody
would ever use one of those in a recording studio.
Oh, I did. We had a 24-track MCI, and I used that as a strip. And I had a 24-channel board, but we used that as as a strip for like guitars and stuff.
I have an MCI. What is it? The J16. Yeah, that 2-inch 24-track, and then I got a Studer, and I rented those to recording studios, and then I finally went into digital hard drive recording. But it was a real mixing console, the actual analog console. 32 channels. You can see that on the page, on the website too, on the QRZ page. JIM-WA6DTV.
Roger. Yeah, this MCI, it's fully DBX noise encoded, which about broke me, man. 24 tracks of encode decode.
Well, I never used. We had it, but I didn't use it. But those MCI machines, they have the ceramic capstan, right?
Roger that. This was just direct drive, capstan drive.
Yeah, it's 2-inch tape.
Roger.
Yeah, I used to own one of those. Those are good machines. The only problem is after a while, the pins where you plug them in to do an alignment. You have to do alignment like every time you open you do a new session. You'd have to pull those boards out, and you'd wind up wearing the gold down on the ends of the fingers. But you could always have them replated.
Yeah, Roger. I wouldn't do that. I just, unless if it wasn't broke, don't fix it. We just kept on. About the main problem with this was an earlier deck. This wasn't the 2-inch video tape deck. This was the earlier deck, and one of the critical alignments was idle tension. And I can recall being in idle tension work for like a couple of weeks, man. Terrible.
Oh, I never had a problem with that. You're talking about it's an audio tape machine, right?
Repeat?
It's an audio tape machine, right?
Yeah, well, it's 2-inch tape, but idle tension is what happens when it just sits, and it's not doing play, and it's not doing fast forward, and it's not doing rewind. It's just sitting there. And so to get the correct idle tension, it has to maintain its idleness all the way from one end of the reel to all the way to the other end. Roger.
Oh yeah, I know. I totally understand it. In fact, the MCI didn't. You know that if you were to get an Ampex machine, those Ampex machines they don't have that. They just run the tape through, and it'll be a different tension. It's different at each end of the tape, or in the middle to the end. Those Ampex machines didn't have that. That was something that came out later on, like the Ampex machines that what's her name? Well, a lot of famous recorders, like what's her name? What's her guy? I forget these guys' names. Mary Ford and Les Paul and Mary Ford. They used an Ampex machine. It had the same problem, but that was a long time ago. That's but they also had their own machine. Les Paul had them build a machine for them specifically that was multi-track, and you could do sound over sound. So Les Paul and Mary Ford was, right?
Oh yeah. But I think they were only using 2 tracks and bouncing.
No, they had a multi-track.
Right, but I think it was either 2 or 3 tracks. It wasn't like 8 tracks, man. They were having to ping pong.
That's right, they did that. Well, they had one woman singing all those harmony parts. When I first heard that stuff, I said, man, that's pretty tight.
Oh, well, she was an excellent singer.
That's the same thing that the band ABBA did. ABBA would do the same thing. They would speed the track up. They would slow it down so that the pitch was higher, and then and mix that together with the normal, pitch. But yeah, that How High the Moon is something else.
Yeah, they were, but after it's all said and done, they were the cutting edge of recording, Roger.
You bet. Yeah, they changed the world.
How High the Moon. But you have a situation there where you have two very fine, technically perfect musicians, her and he, Roger.
Yeah, they were good musicians for sure. I mean, you know, Les Paul went on to design these electric guitars.
Roger. Used to hear him late night on WGN with the girl and the guy there. They knew him real well, and he showed up quite often on WGN at night.
They would actually, Steve was in here just a second ago commenting, but they actually did live performances on TV shows by playing all the backup tracks and singing along with that. Phenomenal. I mean, where you could have that, how tight that woman was, her voice. I mean, it sounded awesome, just the stacked up tracks. I mean, I've done the same kind of thing with guitar tracks. Doing like, I don't know if you've ever heard of Django Reinhardt, but I have a recording session on, called the Limehouse Blues Sessions on YouTube. And it shows us stacking tracks for the guitars. It sounds like that Django Reinhardt wall of guitar sound.
Roger that. It's, you know, today with digital, man, it's just, you know, unlimited tracks and never look back.
Well, I still use a fixed recording computer, dedicated recording computer, and not something that's running on Windows or Apple. You know, this is when I sold the Studer A80 2-inch track. It had 16 and 24 track heads. I sold that to one of the guy was the drummer for the band Nirvana. I sold it to him, and he was starting a new band called the Foo Fighters. And I thought I was going to have to take that machine to the dump, and I didn't even, it's the size of a refrigerator, and I didn't know where I could do that. I just had it laying around the studio, and some guy about this, the guy wanting to get this tape machine. I got 10 grand out of it. I paid for it yearly $30,000. I rented it for about 12 or 13 years. Getting like $550 a month for it, and $550 a month in recording studio time. And then I thought I had to dump it, but then I actually sold it to this guy, and he loved it. He couldn't live without it.
Roger. Were you running any kind of noise suppression on it?
No, just straight. See, the thing about running encoding is that you got to make sure that when you have the playback, you have the same machine or you have an encoder like that. Over time, it's not a great idea to have encoding. You know, it's much better to you can record hot. In fact, the tape machines, the tape that we use, they'd have problems with the backing. You know, the tape would start getting gummy after about 10 years. So you'd have to learn how to bake the tape.
Oh yes, the nightmare of 456 MPEX. Yeah, I've got quite a few that you know. And the thing is, you have to bake it, and then the thing you must do is not stop the tape from one end to the other, because if you stop the tape, you will leave a little deposit.
You bake it and you cool it off. You just wait a month of moisture. I think it's only like 125 degrees or so. And I know I got the instructions from George Horn out of Fantasy Records in Berkeley. And they have to bake their tapes, and then they move them out, the recordings on to some other digital format. But it's sooner or later, they always keep the original tape. I mean, they got all those blues records, right? So, it's something that's, you don't, with a hard drive, you don't get that, but on the other hand, you can get other problems.
Yeah, well, I would take the other problems outside of the ooze of the 456.
Yeah, that's all right.
I mean, here you spend unbelievable amounts of money on a tape that you thoroughly believe in, and then come 8 years later, it's a disaster, you know.
Yeah, I'm paying $175 for 13 minutes. I think it was 16 minutes, 13 minutes.
I mean, I would think if I were responsible for creating that tape, I would be very concerned for my life expectancy.
Yeah. Well, that company is not around anymore. Ampex
Yeah,
is, they're an instrumentation company now.
good. Good riddance, mother of muffers.
Yeah, they're right down the street. The company was right in Redwood City, which is like 20 minutes from me.
Yeah, unfortunately, not far enough away.
Yeah. Well, so there was also Scotch tape and there were other things, So I think they all had that problem myself. Seems to me it wasn't only Ampex.
Ampex was the major difficulty in 456. Now their 406, was a great tape.
Machine that you have, and I had it for 5 years. I mean, I bought it for I wanted somebody to buy me a studio, see, but over time. I was in the studio a lot, and I wanted to be trained in recording, in multi-track recording. So I invested in, it was during the Reagan administration, and we had the Buy American Investment Tax Credit. When you got money, if you bought something, you get a percentage of that money back. Not as you also get a write-off. But so I bought the JH-1600, I think it was. It's the one you're talking about. It was the MCI machine with the capstan is made out of ceramic material, white. And I had 2 sets of heads. I had the 24 and the 16. Complete set. And the contract, the guys had it who I bought it from a studio, and I let them rent it from me with a 5-year contract. And then, and in the 5-year contract, we pay for the machine over 5 years, but also give me that amount of money in the studio time at a discount rate, because the studio time was going for about $150 an hour. And I was getting it for like $40 an hour as an exchange. That's I got cash and also studio time with an engineer who was usually a producer also and worked with major bands, and he had taught me how to use a multi-track studio. Then we sold that and bought a tuner. Similar machine, just a tuner. 2 sets of heads again. We bought it from, I think it was Cherokee, and there was a band, a rock band that was using it, and we had to wait for them to wind that up. And then I had that for 5 years, and then another 3 years, and then another 5 years. And then finally I sold it.
Roger. Well, it's good that you came out ahead there. Somewhat. 10,000 is a nice regroup at the end of your usage, But it's just like today. Digital is just so much faster. I mean, you can re-rack and be ready to go in 2 seconds, as opposed to having to get the an actual tape in position.
You're up to the 80D converters, and if the disc is not as good as you think, it could be a lot better with faster computers, but you wind up losing a lot of bandwidth on your input. Like, you may have wonderful bandpass if you're only recording one channel, but when you record like 12 channels, you start cutting back on the performance of each channel. The machine does it. In other words, the code does it, so that it doesn't have the computing power to run it and get maximum bandwidth on multiple channels like that. And so it's okay. It's not perfect, you know. And I gotta say, it's easier to get backup. You can back up the hard drives and put them in the safe deposit box. That's a good thing. And they don't cost $175 for 16 minutes. Out there.
Yeah, that's a roger. That's a roger. But anyway, so are you still doing studio stuff today?
Yeah, of course. But I mean, I do studio work. I play in the studio. I have my own studio. Like I said, you can see the studio on my QR Good page. There's two studio photos. One is with a Nite console, which is where I learned multi-track recording, and that's a beautiful console. It's big, and then I have you'll see another picture. It's a color picture. The Nite was in black and white. The pictures, the color pictures on my website are of a Neotech Elan. It's 32 channels. And that's my mixing console, and I'm sitting there with one of the founding Doobie Brothers. I'm the guy with the brown hair, without the gray hair, at that time. The gray-haired guy is the Doobie Brother, Dave Shogan. He was a founding bass player.
I thought you were going to say, I'm the one without the doobie. I thought you were going to say, I'm the guy without the doobie.
No, it's just a name. I mean, the Doobie Brothers was a San Jose band, from around here. And they made some big hits. I don't know if you've heard of them, but I'm certainly they made a lot of big hits. But he was on the first two records.
Oh yeah, I know the Doobie Brothers. Roger, roger. Well, listen, it's been real interesting there, and I've been rolling some tape. Not the cleanest stuff in the world, but it's all documented, Roger.